Hi friends, Mrs. Gossett here, and this is video 2 on marking and diagramming sentences. So in video 1, and I have the sheet right here, we learned how to find the subject and the predicate of each sentence. Remember, the subject is who or what is the sentence about. Dad made blueberry pancakes. Who or what is the sentence about? It's about Dad, because he's the one making the pancakes. Grandma trimmed the rose bushes. Grandma is the subject. She is trimming the rose bushes. Now, this was just a very basic introduction, and in this video, we were underlining the entire predicate 2 times. And there is a lot going on in predicates. We actually have conjunctions, we have adjectives, we have different types of verbs. And so this school year, what we really need to learn is not so much what the predicate is, it's what is inside the predicate. And video 2 is the first video of learning different things that you can find in a predicate. Okay, so marking and diagramming the subject and the action verb. We are learning about action verbs today. An action verb is a verb that usually shows action, something that you can see or witness or experience. Now I have 2 rows of verbs here. They're all action verbs. Let's go over them together. The top row says cook, laugh, race, jump, and dance. These are all pretty obvious action verbs because these are all things that you can see with your own eyes. I can see my mom cooking. I made my sister laugh. The boys had a race. I jumped off the couch. And I love to dance. But not all action verbs are as apparent as physical activities such as these. Let's look at the second row. Think, pray, dreaming, and planning. Now these types of words might be a little trickier because a lot of this stuff goes on either in your heart or in your head, and not everybody will notice it. You know, maybe you're sitting at your desk and you're thinking to yourself silently, how am I going to solve this problem? The people around you might not notice that you're thinking, but you are doing it. You're experiencing thoughts. Praying. Sometimes you can see someone praying. You might see them kneeling. You might have see their hands together. Maybe you're praying out loud over your friends or family. But sometimes the prayer is silent. Maybe you're praying in your heart, praying silently in your head at night. Dreaming and planning. Both things that you can experience or do, but might not be super obvious to the people around you. Still, all action verbs. Let's take a look at these sentences and see if we can find the action verbs. We're going to mark each sentence, and then we're going to have our very first lesson of diagramming. We're going to diagram the subject and the action verb of each of these sentences. The first sentence says, the bear grabbed a fish from the river. Who or what is this sentence about? Is it about the fish? Is it about the river? It's about the bear. Let's underline bear 1 time, just like we did in video 1, and put an S over it because it's the subject. Now, what do we do right next to our subject? Do you guys remember? How do we separate it from the rest of the sentence? we draw an up and down line, okay? Now, can you spot an action verb in this sentence? What did the bear do? The bear grabbed. The bear grabbed. So in video 1, we underlined the whole entire section, the whole entire predicate. In this video, we're just going to underline the verb. And we're going to put AV over grabbed because it's an action verb. Now here comes the scary part. Diagramming. A basic diagram is going to start off with just 2 parts. Just like over here in the sentence, when we marked the sentence, we only marked 2 parts. We marked the subject and the verb. So the 2 parts of our diagram are going to look like this. We draw a line across, and then we mark it with that up and down line. The subject is always going to go on the left side of your diagram. So the subject in this sentence is bear. Let's put it where it belongs. What do you think we're going to write on this side? Grabbed. And we are all done. That wasn't too hard, was it? We're starting off with diagramming. We're simply diagramming the subject and the verb. Subject and verb. Let's move on to the next sentence. The baby slept peacefully. Who or what is the sentence about? It's about the baby. Underline the subject once, separate it from the predicate, and add an S over it for subject. And what is the baby doing? Sleeping, or in this case, slept. The baby slept. We're going to put an AV over the word slept for action verb. Slept is an action verb. Now, let's diagram it. Remember, the subject always goes on the left side of your diagram. Baby. What did the baby do? Slept. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit better about diagramming with just these 2 examples. Let's move on. Mom went to the store. Let's mark the sentence. Mom is the subject. Put an S over it. Underline the action verb twice. Mom did what? Mom went. Mom went. Let's diagram it now. Straight line across. Split it in 2. Subject goes on the left. Mom. And the verb goes to the right. What did mom do? She went. All right, I have 2 more sentences left. I'm going to give you some time to see if you can do it in your head. And then I'll mark and diagram them and see if you got the same answer that I did. I heard music from down the hall. I heard music from down the hall. Who or what is the sentence about? If you said the subject is I, you are correct. Great job. And what did I do? I heard. I heard. Let's diagram that. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. Take a look at the subject and the verb. How do you think we're going to diagram that? If your diagram looks like this, you've got it. You are on a roll. And one last one. The cat played with the ball of yarn. The cat played with the ball of yarn. Who or what is this sentence about? If you said the subject is cat, you are correct. Great job. And what is the cat doing? Played. The cat played. I'm going to diagram it. Let's see if what I diagram is the same thing you thought of. All right. This concludes our very first diagramming lesson. Now, hopefully it wasn't too difficult. If you're still a bit confused on how to diagram a subject and an action verb, come to me anytime at school. I'll see if I can help you out.